So it looks like Daredevil Born Again might have just given us a big reference to a certain Spider character that's not Peter Parker. We're going to be talking about Easter eggs and references and spoilers from episodes 3, so it's going to be your spoiler warning. First of all, before we get to the Spider-Man stuff of this episode, we have Officer Powell, who is that dirty cop that Matt beat up last episode. Now, the thing is with Officer Powell, there is a character in the comics called Mike Powell. He is the father of Christopher Powell, aka Dark Hawk, a person that was transported into a suit of armor after touching an amulet. Now, the thing is with Chris Powell, his father was a dirty cop who took bribes from the mob. Now, the thing is, Officer Powell in the show definitely feels like a nod to Dark Hawk because his son could be that hero. Now, the other Easter egg we get is when they're in the courtroom with Hector Ayala, they have him talking about how he's living with his sister and niece, which is definitely a tie. One of his sisters in the comics, but I don't think it's going to be Ava Ayala, the third White Tiger, but instead, Awilda Ayala. That sister does have kids, and her daughter would be named Angela Del Toro, the second White Tiger from the comics who first appeared in Daredevil number 58 from 2004. Now, the thing is, with that character, she ended up becoming a villain later down the road after she became a hero. In this series, she's definitely a young child, so I don't think it's going to be her, but I do think they're still setting up that Ava Ayala will be becoming White Tiger after the end of this episode, just maybe not until season 2. 3 moments of Punisher logos in this episode. We have one mural that says Triggered on it, which is most likely a mural pointing towards the villain Muse, who does make murals in the comics of the different vigilantes in New York City. And then we have another Punisher logo on one of the cops' necks, and then at the very end of the episode, the Punisher that blasts White Tiger is definitely not the Punisher, Frank Castle, but one of the cops wearing the Punisher logo, which could be the same one that had it on his neck, because these dirty cops are running around with a Punisher logo, teasing Frank Castle's confrontation that he's going to eventually have with them. The Spider-Man Easter egg for this episode is the fact that when Matt is listing off officers that have worked with White Tiger, he lists Officer Morales, aka Jefferson Morales, Miles Morales' father. So just a nice little nod to Miles Morales. We probably won't be seeing Miles anytime soon, and they can't even use him to begin with, but it is a nice little nod to who he is, to the comics, and it's just really cool to hear. Were there any other Easter eggs and references you noticed during this episode, and what did you think about the Miles Morales one?